Hi, in this video, we're going to learn how to set up our Schoology courses with the COVID folders and assignments to fulfill our STIS requirements. This video is going to have two parts. In the first part, we're going to talk about how to build out the folder structure in each of your courses. The second part of the video, we'll talk about how to actually build assignments as well as some of the requirements of those assignments so you can ensure you're meeting your needs. This video is focused for our 7-12 teachers, so we will be discussing how to get these set up for each of your periods. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and click on my courses drop down here, and I'm going to pick the first period I would like to start in. Our first step is going to be to build out our folder structure. So I'm going to go ahead and click Add Materials, and I'm going to add a folder. I want to give this folder a title and preferably a clear title. And just in case I have other short-term independent study students come up, I'm going to go ahead and call this Short-Term Independent Study COVID Related. I'll go ahead and select a color, and I'm going to be using the same color theme when creating all of my folders. And I want to add a short description here that gives the students a little bit more information. In this case here, I've added this description, letting my students know if they are out due to short-term independent study, COVID related, have them click on this folder. They'll choose the week their absence started and choose the assignment for the first day of their absence. They'll need to work on the assignment for each day they were gone. And this gives them a little bit more information about how the assignment title is listed so that they can translate which day corresponds to what. So we can see here the assignment is listed as year, month, day, all strung together. So for example, October 18th would be CR-211018. We're going to go more in depth with these titles a little bit later in the video, but please make sure you add this information so your students know how to interpret the assignment. Then we'll go ahead and click Create. Now this folder is going to be added at the end of my course. If I want to make this accessible, I can click and drag it and move it somewhere else in my course so it's a little bit more accessible to my students. Go ahead and click in this folder now. And now I want to start adding subfolders that have weekly assignments in them. So I'm going to go ahead and click on Add Materials, and I'm going to add another folder. I'm going to create this folder for the first week that this goes live. So we'll say week 1, October 18th through 22nd, and I'm going to use the same purple icon here. And just a quick message letting them know this folder contains the daily assignments for this week. So go ahead and click Create. Now I might want to take a moment to create some more folders. So I'll go ahead and make one more. I'll click Add Materials, I'll add folder, and I'll give myself a week 2 just so I have a little bit of cushion. Click the same color and add the same message. And click Create to create that. Now I can rinse repeat this process until I have enough folders to get to a point where I'm comfortable, or I can build them out weekly. However I want to do that is fine. I'm going to go ahead and click in week 1 now. And this is where we're going to start part 2 of our video on how to build a COVID-related assignment. So let's get started. I am now in my week 1 folder, and I want to add an assignment for my first daily assignment. So I'll click Add Materials, and I will choose Add Assignment. The assignment name is incredibly important because the name is how this assignment will get pulled into the Google timesheet. So please watch carefully. The first thing we need to do is start with capital CR-. Then we want to add the date format in the year, 2-digit year, so 21, then the 2-digit month, 10, and then the 2-digit day that this represents. So 21-10-18 is going to be October 18th. Then I'll do an underscore and then add the assignment name. You'll notice here I'm putting no spaces. Feels kind of unnatural to do that, but having no spaces ensures that this name gets pulled over fully. And then the final part of this title here is going to be the minutes. Since we are building this for 7-12, we can do 50-minute assignments. Per district requirement for all 7-12 teachers, you will need to create daily assignments equivalent to 50 minutes for each regularly scheduled period, and daily assignments equivalent to 100 minutes for each block period. So please be mindful of that when creating these assignments. So again, let's walk through this format one more time just to make sure we're understanding it. So we need to do CR-, the 6-digit date, starting with 2-digit year, then 2-digit month, then 2-digit day. If it's the 4th or something like that, be sure to add a 0 so you do fulfill those 2 digits. Underscore, the name of the assignment with no spaces, and parentheses, minutes. This piece here is going to be the most important to assure everything gets over to your timesheet seamlessly. So always take a moment here to double check that you have this format down. Once you have this format down, please provide good, clear instructions to your students on how they are to complete the work. So you can see here, I provided some clear instructions to my students on how to access the activity and what they are expected to do and how they're expected to achieve their minutes. Continuing on the build here, the next piece is also pretty important here. Here we do not want to add a due date because the due date is really contingent on when the students come back. So we are not going to add a due date here, and our category here needs to be ungraded. We are currently recommending leaving this as ungraded. That way there is not a grade column added to the Schoology gradebook for students to be concerned about. So we'll leave this as ungraded and we won't worry about this syncing over to PowerSchool. And that is all we need to do to set up these assignments. So again, we added a name following our naming convention. We added good, clear instructions to our students on how to complete the work. We attached any relevant documents we needed to attach. We have no due date, no category, and we can, I'm going to turn off comments here, and we can go ahead and click create. And then we would just rinse, repeat this process until we had enough daily assignments in this folder to fulfill our needs for the week. As a quick reminder, if you build out assignments in any of the digital curriculum, you will need to also go into the digital curriculum and make the assignments there. The final piece of this video might be copying this work over to other courses. And I want to remind you that you can do this with whole folders or you can do this with individual assignments. In this case here, I want to copy the entire folder. So I'm going to go back out a level. I'm going to find my week 1 folder with all of my assignments in it. Click the gear icon here, say copy to courses, check off the other courses I want this to go to, and if there is a COVID folder already in that class, I would make sure to add it to that COVID related work folder so I don't have to reorganize this in my class. Click copy folder, and that will take all of my folder and assignments over to my other course. As a quick reminder, if you are using a Google Drive, Kami, or OneDrive-based assignment, when you copy that assignment to your next course, you will need to go edit that assignment in the new course and reattach that particular file. Thank you for watching this quick video on how to set up your COVID-related folders and assignments in Schoology. Stay tuned for some upcoming videos on some more tips and tricks and advanced features to help this process even more. Thanks!